Our plants always have a hard time staying alive in the wintertime.
It's good.
It needs a lot of sunlight.
Hey, did you water it?
I did water it, but it needs more sunlight.
If you're someone who always has really awesome goals and you never have a problem starting them, but somewhere throughout the process, you always find yourself stopping, quitting, starting over again, stopping, quitting, starting over again, and you continue this cycle over and over and over again. Well, I would highly, highly, highly encourage you picking up a book called The 12-Week Year by Brian P. Morgan and Michael Leamington. And this book introduces a productivity system that enhances your focus and your execution by treating 12 weeks as 1 year. The goal is to create a sense of urgency, it's to shorten your planning cycles, and it's to boost your results. Now, even though I highly encourage you to read the book yourself, I'm gonna give you the key takeaways anyway in this video. So there are two core concepts that Brian and Michael talk about. The first one is to shorten a time frame. Instead of setting annual goals, you break your goals down into 12-week cycles. And like I mentioned before, this is going to create a sense of urgency, and this is going to either limit or completely eliminate your procrastination. The second core concept is that there's 1 year in 12 weeks. So every 12 weeks, you're going to plan, execute, and review as if it's a full year. And this is going to allow you basically 4 opportunities in 1 calendar year to truly execute on your goals. Outside of the core concept, there are 5 key principles that they also mention. Key principle number 1 is vision. Define a compelling long-term vision and break it into 12 actionable goals. Clarify what success looks like to you and why it matters to you. So for an example, I have a goal to spend more time with my family. And so for the next 12 weeks, what I'm going to do is set time aside to spend time with them. Even if that means we have to wake up an hour early to cook breakfast together a couple of days a week. That's what success looks like to me, and I'm gonna break that down into 12 actionable goals. Step number 2 is planning. You only wanna focus on a few key objectives in this area so that way you don't get overwhelmed. And you're gonna break your goals down into weekly and daily tasks that lead directly to your main objective. Like I said before, if my main objective over the next 12 weeks is to spend more time with family, then my weekly goal might say, okay, add an hour a day to spend time with my son and my partner. And the daily task is gonna say, wake up an hour early so that way we can cook breakfast together. We'll prep together, we'll cook together, we'll set the table, and we'll dine together and have breakfast. Principle number 3 is execution. Execution means you're going to commit, keyword commit, to a weekly plan. And to help you with this, use the acronym WHAM. WHAM stands for Weekly Accountability Meeting. In this weekly meeting, you're going to review your progress, discuss some of the challenges that you're facing, and if you need to, adjust some strategies. Things that aren't working, you get rid of them and you apply new things. For an example, if I decide that, hey, it's better to maybe spend an extra hour after dinner with my loved ones, then I'm gonna do that maybe the next week instead of in the morning. It can be a simple adjustment like that. Principle number 4 is measurement. Measurement is designed to allow you to track your progress with measurable leads and indicators. And you wanna aim for at least 85% or higher to really enhance your success rate. Tracking progress can look any way for you. If that means creating stickers, good job stickers to put at the end of the day for all of the things that you can check off that you've done for that day, then you can use stickers. If you're more digital and you wanna go to Google Sheets and input all your data in that way and have Google track it for you, or something like Excel track it for you that way, then you can also do something digitally as well. It's just all up to you. And principle number 5 is accountability. Accountability is key. Taking ownership is key. And the only ownership that you can take is personal ownership. No one else is gonna truly hold you accountable except yourself. And during this time, you're not blaming external factors, all the things outside of your control that goes wrong. You're just gonna say to yourself, hey, it is what it is. We're gonna continue to move forward. It's also gonna help if you have other accountability partners. This is when you're gonna bring in your spouse, hey, your kids, family, friends, anyone who has the same objectives as you, or anyone who is like-minded like yourself. So let's say you love the concepts, you love the principalities, Everything's starting to make sense for you, but you want to get started right now. How do I get started, Aaliyah? Here's how you get started in 5 steps. Ready? Step number 1, define your vision. You ask yourself, where do I want to be in the next 3 to 5 years? For you, this can mean completing your degree. For you, this can mean starting a business. For you, this can mean traveling outside of the country to Tokyo or to Bali or to Dubai. Step number 2 is to set SMART goals. SMART is an acronym. S stands for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for relevant, and T for time bound. Time bound basically means you have a set day and time to achieve this goal. So if your goal is to have $100,000 saved, you're not going to say, I want $100,000 saved someday. You're going to have a day and time by January 2025 or something like that. Step number 3 is to plan weekly. You want to create a weekly action plan that's going to get you closer to your goals. Now you can do this ahead of time where you have all 12 weeks planned out, or at the start of every Sunday, that's when you decide, okay, what's going to be my plan for this next week. You can review the previous week, see what works, see what doesn't work, so that way you're going to be able to adjust and make adjustments to the next following couple of weeks. I personally like to start the week off planning my week, but you do what works best for you. Step number 4 is to execute daily. You're going to execute daily tasks that align with your overall 12-week plan. This is going to ensure that you're staying on track. It's going to give you that complete accountability because you're having something to do every single day. And step number 5 is to review and to adjust. At the end of every 12-week cycle, you're going to review your results, identify some of the lessons that you have learned, and you're going to plan the next cycle. There are a couple of benefits of why you should incorporate a 12-week year. One of them is increased focus and clarity. When you have clear short-term goals, it's easier to focus on than distant goals that are way in the future, way in the annual future. You also have more frequent milestones. Achieving goals every 12 weeks is going to give you that boost of confidence and that momentum to continue achieving goals for the next 12 weeks. And it's going to give you faster course of correction. Short cycles is going to allow you to make adjustments a lot quicker, and it's going to allow you to strategize and to have different tactics because you're looking at your goals every single day. When you use the 12-week year framework, you can allow yourself to achieve more in less time. You can focus on what truly matters to you, and you can avoid that common trap that people fall into of that annual procrastination.
You hungry? What do you want in there? You want one of these? Okay, all right.
Mom, you wanna watch Mom? Mom, that's Mommy. Nothing's bigger than the ocean, right, Mom?
Ocean's huge.
Yeah, nothing's bigger than the ocean.
You know what? I don't really know how to respond to that. I think the ocean is pretty big.
It's bigger than us, right?
Definitely.